Starting. Okay, we're live.
Good morning, everyone. We are live, and this is Peg Robinson and Shel from Art Joy is Sharing. We share live on Thursdays at 10:30 Central Standard Time, and we're glad you're here. Hi, Shel. How are you this morning?
I'm okay. I have some flowery stuff out here to play with, and I think I'm going to do a 6x6 canvas mixed media style. I've got flowery napkins, a plethora of them. I've got some of my favorite flower stamp sets. I've got washi tape in different florals, and I've got paper flowers, and I think that's it.
And you have a lot of flowers.
A lot of flowery stuff, yes.
Yeah, I think we all have flowers, don't we?
Yeah. So what do you have?
Well, I'm going to do a journal spread today, I think. I started by die cutting some flowers, and I used this Masquerade masking tape, which is from Gary Berlin. I know that there are other people that make masking tape, but this is the brand that I happen to have at the moment. And I'm just going to put some of those down because I want to save some of the white space on my paper.
Good idea.
So that's where I'm starting from. We have some people in the house. I see Laura and Love to Tink and Susie and Ela. Good morning, everybody.
Yep, looks like they're rolling in. They've got the time figured out now.
Yeah, that's great.
I think I'm going to do a negative painting, a exclusion painting, whatever you want to call it. So I'm going to start my first layer with all these napkins. Not all of them. I just picked out every napkin that I had that had flowers on it. And as you can see, flowers are a popular thing to put on napkins.
They are. Hi, Maria and Cindy. Good morning to you.
Everyone's arriving. So I'm probably going to have to edit myself here and just pick some colors that I like. Maybe some pinks and reds and oranges for this background, and then edit out the other ones.
Yeah, that's kind of what I did. I went through, I have some of those Jane Davenport ink brushes, and I like the ink. I'm not a real fan of the brush. And I was watching a friend of mine just use up the ink the other day out of her brushes, and I thought, that's a really good idea. I need to do that. I need to get that out of those pens and put it on some paper. So that's the plan, is to use some of that ink on here after I get it masked off.
So you're just going to use the ink as like a background?
I'm going to use it, yeah, in the background areas as my color. You know, I want to wash around these flowers that I'm putting down as a mask. And so I'm going to use that around my masked areas to make those come forward, or, you know, at least show up more. Let's see, I need a flower there. And I know it's not much to see right now because it's all white on white, but it'll get some color here really soon.
Yeah.
Down. And I've chosen I think I'm going to do more blue, green, yellow for my background because I have an idea for things that are going to go on top of that, and it'll be contrasting. And that's what I'm looking for, is that contrast, so that it kind of gives some pizzazz to the paper. Oh, I'm throwing away the wrong thing. Here we go. Got to get the one with a sticky on it, Peg.
Yeah, that does always help. I think I'm going to go with pink and orange and yellow, maybe. Something like that.
That'll be pretty. That'll be pretty.
Yeah, so I'm starting out by just collaging some of these napkin flowers, and I'm not making a composition. I'm making a background, so it's just going to be all over the place, just to add a bunch of color and shape to the background. And I'm kind of cutting them out of my napkins with a water brush. Some of these napkins have not been separated, though, I see.
That's really pretty, that poppy.
Yeah, I've got poppy, I've got some tulips, some kind of peony types, just different stuff, roses, carnations.
I think I'm drawn to the poppies.
I really like poppies. I'm a big fan. But I'm going to have to separate this with some tape because this one is not separated. So I've noticed that when I make a video that has some sort of flowers on it, I get higher ratings on that. Have you noticed that?
If you do which?
If I do flowers.
Oh, they like flowers.
For instance, these two pieces right here are both recent.
Yeah.
They're both paper paintings. One of them has a bird and one of them has poppies. And the poppy one has probably 300 more views at least than the bird.
The poppies are winning. Okay. So I guess flower power was a good thing for today, right?
Yeah, flowers are popular. They're popular everywhere that you see anything, I think. People like flowers.
Some water over this to start with. Some dirty water because I didn't get up and get a clean water. Yeah.
Dirty, dirty water.
Yeah. I have a lot of dirty water.
I cleaned out my water this morning before we started.
Then I think I'm going to just squirt some of this out because one of the problems with these pens is they blob. When you squeeze them, they kind of, let excess out, and I don't really want a whole lot of that going on. So I'm just going to put some on the side, pick that up with my brush, and then just brush it in to the page.
Nobody likes a blobby pen.
And squirt it with some water, if I can find my water, and get it moving around. And add some more color. This time I think I'll add just a little bit of the dark blue and a little bit of the peachy color. So I'll get the darker blue because I want to. When I'm doing it, you can see the flowers are starting to reveal themselves now. And I'm going to have to dry a little bit before I go to this other color because the two of them are going to make mud.
Hello, Marie and Franna. I think they're the newest ones. Did we welcome Ela?
We did, but we can do it again.
Okay.
But I really want the darkest. I really want the darkest color right around the edge of those flowers so that they show up. That's what I'm thinking anyway. So I'm going to hit it also with a little bit of this darker color bloom right where these large flowers are. And then I will dry. So I'm going to mute for just a minute.
Okay. Well, I'm still putting little pieces of these napkins on as I go. Got a tulip over here, got something up there. Maybe some of these watery ones that look kind of like, I don't know what these are exactly, but might make for something good. Let's get this one right here. using a water brush really makes it easy to make a nice fluffy edge and kind of cut out things from napkins. I always like to do that. This one is not separated. Darn it. Got to get those plies off there. I just had one, it looks like. Of course, I put my tape right in the wrong place there in that case. Kind of tore my napkin. Oh well. It's kind of funny, the napkin ink is bleeding on. Like you can see, it's a little bit pinkish from where different inks
well, what do you
from
know
the
about
napkins
that?
have bled.
I wouldn't have thought that would bleed.
Oh, they do. This really bright one over here bled a lot.
Huh. Interesting.
So if you were using those at your cocktail party, you would be having some weird reactions on your hands.
Yeah.
Like, why are my hands pink all of a sudden? Would probably kind of make some people a little bit annoyed.
Probably.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I like this orangey yellow one too. I'll take that one too.
I think I need some yellow. I need some yellow.
It's a good color.
Get a little bit of that out here. Huh. Funny, it looks just like the other one. Maybe I need to dilute it. It's a little bit brighter. But I'm going to dilute it and see what happens here.
I think I'm going to need some orange up in that corner to balance this out.
And I also want to add a little bit of I think some of these pinky colors. I've got a boysenberry and a plumeria. These are color bloom spray. And all the stuff settles down in the bottom, so you want to swirl them around. Get them to come back. And I just want a little light misting. And that was a little more than I wanted right there. A little more than I wanted right there. So I'm back to drying.
Yes, I'm going to have to dry very soon also.
Okay, I'm going to get this dry and then I'll move on.
So I've about got my first layer done here. It's just completely covered with flowers all around the edges. This is a 6x6 canvas panel, flat. It's not the one with the wood in it. It's just a flat one that's got the canvas wrapped around the backs. But I'm still going around all the edges to make sure that all the edges are covered with color. I don't like it to be white on the edges because then you have to frame it to, to make it look good. Whereas if you just get the glue all the way around and the paper all the way around, you can have it like on an easel or something, or tack it to the wall if you want to. So that's a lot of flowers and a lot of warm colors right there. Crazy amount. but it's pretty flower forward. Hello, Barbara. Hello, Holly. I think that's it. I'm going to have to dry too, so Peg needs to come back.
I'm here.
You're here. Okay.
I'm here.
All right. I'm going to mute then, and
all right.
I'll be back.
You might hear a little background noise. My husband's just coming in from walking, so he's probably going to go have some breakfast, and we'll be rattling the pots and pans, but that's okay because he needs to eat. So, all right. So now I've got...
so I can't... Can you hear me right now?
Yeah.
All right. So if I do this, you can't hear me, right?
I can hear you.
All right. So the mute on my thing is not working.
You use the mute at the top of the screen.
Yeah, I will. I just used to work on my headset, and I didn't have to like sit here and scroll and try to figure out how to do it.
Yeah, that's the only way it works for me. I'm sorry.
What? Now it wants to end the broadcast.
Hi, Holly. Glad you could make it this morning. Hi, Barbara. Hi, Franna. Looks like we've got new people coming in. Glad you're here. Okay, so anyway, this is where I'm starting from. Now, I think before I remove the mask, I want to do a little bit of stenciling. I have this stencil from Stencil Girl, and I'm thinking I might want to use some of this through here. So I'm going to use some, let's see, how about some Faded Jeans Distress Oxide. And I need something to stencil with, so I've got my handy dandy tool, and I'm just going to apply some of this Distress Oxide through the stencil. Let's take a look and see what that looks like. Yeah, you can see it. So this is a Stencil Girl stencil, and I can't tell you right now. Maybe I can. Yeah, I can't read the number, but it's one of their newer releases. It has these cool flowery starburst type borders on here.
Is that the one that they called the boho circles or something like that? Like last week or the week before?
No, I think this is older than that.
Oh,
this is L003. Oh, it's a Michelle Ward. It's a Michelle Ward. But yeah, the blue isn't showing up on the blue, so I need to move it up a little bit here. You can see that there. Down here. And then I'll spritz it with some water because the Distress Oxide reacts with the water. That's what I want, is that reaction. So just lightly spritz those. And then I can remove my mask. And we'll see what happened under there. see if it bled underneath or what we ended up with. Sometimes, you know, if you get things really wet, sometimes it will bleed under. That's okay because it's really not that bad. It's an interesting color because it picked up all the color from these.
I think I'm going to do some stamping with archival inks next. And I got the same type of colors out. I'm just trying to make like a really crazy flower covered background. That one doesn't show up very much.
You got lots of flowers in the background, that's for sure.
That's what I was going for.
Yep, I got lots of flowers in my background too. I think it's all about flower power, right?
Flower power. Power of flower.
Hi, Lisa Swank. Lisa got here. Good morning. Vicki Brown is here. Good morning. We're glad you guys could make it.
Maybe do a few leaves. Flowers have leaves. Don't you know?
If you say so.
I do. I'm absolutely positive too that this is correct assessment of flowers.
All right, and that's still a little damp, so I'm going to dry it once again.
Okay, we'll see you in a bit. So that's olive. Let's get some more flowers on here. Maybe this one. These are Stampin' Up! Stamps. I've had them forever, so I'm imagining that some of them are probably discontinued, if not all of them, but you can find something similar out in the world. I think maybe my ink pads are not very juicy. Probably time to re-ink them. I think I'm also going to add in some, probably like some script or text or something as well. Just want to get this all covered with color and floral shapes as much as possible. Let's get some more little leafies going on here. Maybe a vine. I've got a vine over here. That would be a good choice. I'm trying not to be directional. I'm trying to go in different directions.
Random, huh?
Random. Trying to anyway.
Yeah, I got these rub-ons in Happy Mail, so I think it was, what was her name? Davidson. Oh, I'm so bad. I should remember who sends me stuff, but not always good about that. Yeah, I got rub-ons. So I think I'll use some of these rub-ons. I need a tool to rub them on. Oh, there's a flower I missed. Uh-oh.
Oh, I forgot to use my washi tape too. Gonna have to use some of that. But I want to use it with matte medium though, because I want it to be very sure that it's not going to go peeling off.
Yeah, even with rub-ons, a lot of times you want to put something over the top of them because they will scrape off. And I'm just randomly putting these down. There is no, oh boy, they're picking up the paper because it's still damp. That's not good. These are really sticky rub-ons. Okay, matte medium is coming out before I put them down.
Yes, that's what I was thinking too, is to put a layer of medium and then put my washi tape on and then trying to clean up as I go. It would be smart to do that. Doesn't necessarily mean it always happens.
Yeah, it doesn't happen with you very often. Hi, Thea. Good morning.
I think I'm going to use the thicker stuff.
Okay, you're at work and mostly just listening. I get that. Oh boy, I can't get the lid off of this.
Smack it.
Yeah, I think I'm going to have to take the jaws of life to it. Just saying.
That would not be good.
Not coming out. Okay, different matte medium for today for sure, because that one's not working. I will use Deco Art matte medium because the lid screws right off.
There you go. That's always a beneficial way for matte medium to work.
Works for me anyway. Trying to get this color out of my brush. I could get a clean brush, right? But no, just continue to work with the dirty one.
Yeah, I know. We just don't have enough brushes, so, you know.
Right?
No, we just have to use the same one over and over because we're so poor that we don't have enough brushes.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, and of course that's smearing a little bit too, but that's okay. It'll be all right.
Get some more red over here. So is everyone talking? Hi, Debbie. Debbie has arrived. I don't hear Peg anymore. She must have muted. So this is getting pretty crazy. It has absolutely no composition whatsoever, and that's the way I like it. You put a little of this up here. Mostly warm colors, oranges and reds and pinks. The only thing left, I think, to do is maybe to put a little bit of like text stamping over this, and then that will be my background for my project.
I'm going to try this again, see just how bad it is. If it tears the whole page up, then I'm moving on to a different project. It will be a fail.
I'm going to dry, so
Okay.
I'm muting. I don't like having to do it on the screen. It's annoying.
Yeah, it's still tearing my page. Ugh. All right. Maybe it's just this particular rub-on. I don't know. What a mess. Shouldn't be doing that. it's really sticky and it's pulling stuff up. All right, not going to do that. We are going to go to stamps because that's making a mess of my page. So I have, let me pull out a few stamps here. I have some archival black, and I have this one that has words. It's different when you have an opportunity to let stuff dry, but unfortunately, when you have an hour and a half show, you don't have a lot of dry time in between. So we'll just go with the flow here. I've got this one that's more textural, looks kind of like wood. I'm just putting it into those areas where those last flowers were.
Yep, I'm going to do some text stamping and texture stamping too.
And I think I want to add some more color where I've lifted stuff, see if I can do a little bit of repair. So let me grab this, see if I can stamp this across here without making a mess. I'm going to get a dark plum archival. This is a magenta stamp. I don't know about you guys, but I have loved magenta stamps forever. And I have quite a collection of them, so I better use them. So not sure how this is going to go across the crease, but we're going to give it a try.
I'm going to put a coat of clear gesso on now so that this will all be sealed in equally if possible, because I have so much different stuff on there. But I don't want to use white gesso because I would be muting the colors, and the whole point is to make a riotous, bright, colored background. So clear gesso it is. This clear gesso from Liquitex has sand in it, which I don't really like, and I need to get a different one. And everyone tells me that I think it's the Dina Wakely one, her clear gesso is just a clear. We could also have put a coat of liquid matte medium on there too. That would have been an option. But we'll go for this for now. Drying time.
Okay. So I'm just layering up a few of these stamped images. And let's see what else I've got here that I want to use. Here's a different floral. And I think I will do that in a different color. That was the plum. So let me get let's do the manganese blue. Really want something smaller, but I'll put one here. And where's my brush? To see if I can move a little of that. If you have a mist stamp like that, you can take a tool. Usually you can take a tool and pick up some color and fill in. This is just a paper stub. But it's a good way to make corrections on a page like this when you know, because stamping in a journal is tricky. You know, stamping on a regular piece of paper sometimes is tricky. That's why they make all those contraptions to do your stamping with, because everybody has trouble with getting the ink just right and getting it set just right. But if you have enough of an image, like I do have enough of an image here, I can come back in with my tool and I can add some color in and fill that out. Same thing with these in the plum color. I can grab that plum and pick it up with my stub and I could fill it in. Now I'm not going to be too concerned because these really are in the background here. I still have more things to go over the top, but you can see I can get these to blend and look more like the petals that I'm looking for and not so much like the stamped image.
I always want to call that thing a tortilla.
There is some technical name for it that's like that, but I can't.
Tortillion.
Tortillion.
It's a tortillion.
Yeah.
But you know, I eat a lot of tortillas around here in the Southwest.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I think it's a tortilla.
So paper stub is what I call it because that's what it is. It's really just wrap paper. But tortillion is the correct artistic name if you're going looking for them in an art store.
Yeah. Sometimes blending stump too. People
Yeah,
say blending stump.
Yep.
Yeah,
Same difference. Okay, so now I have that. I want to put a few more twiggy things on here. Because it makes it look a little more like a floral bouquet then.
Ouch.
All right. Clean off my stamps, see what's going on in chat.
I started drawing, but I don't think that anyone's going to be able to see it. Maybe if I draw.
Like everybody's talking about illnesses. Sorry to hear about any illnesses that we've got going on in families and with you.
So I'm drawing
Debbie.
Flowers over the top of my flowers.
Cleaned up from tags, yeah. Are you guys doing challenges this month? I know we've been involved in a lot of them. ATC a day for the first one. Okay, so I am fairly happy with where I am with this right now. Now I think I want to start adding another layer. So for that I have, let's see, I have some washi. Actually, this is fabric tape from Daiso. And I thought it would be kind of fun on here. Get some polka dots going. And if you can see, what I'm doing is I'm building more of a linear composition through here. That's intentional. You know, when you put things on a page, you kind of want to think about where's it going to go and how's it all going to come together. So I'm building this in a linear fashion. Another piece up here.
Can you hear me? Can I say that's a no?
Like so. Of course, it'd be helpful if you put it on straight if you're doing linear, but I've never been known for being straight. And let's see, I really wanted to use some rub-ons. Let me see if I can do it now, if it's dried enough. I've got a small floral rub-on. We'll try that. That worked better. Try this over here. Might have dried down enough that I'm not having those issues now. Yeah, see, that's working much better. And we've got a couple for here. It's over here. I don't know where those came from. They're just, you know, I have rub-ons from everywhere. And they're just sitting around here. I also have that little thing. I should probably incorporate them somewhere. I don't know if that's a rub-on or what happened to that. Maybe it got rubbed onto something.
Hello? Hello? Hello?
Hello, hello, hello.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
All right. I don't know what happened.
Did you get lost?
Stupid thing wanted, I don't know, whatever.
Oh, it was trying to do stuff for you, was it?
Yeah, it was being a jerk.
Oh, today's the 14th. Oh, well. I have a 13 I'm going to put on here just because. Because I can. Would have been good if
you can.
Close enough. Oh, this one's being poopy again. There we go. All right. So, my next step, I think I still need some more washi. I like this one because it's got arrows. It's kind of directional. It kind of leads your viewing. I'm still tearing up my page. Okay.
I'm drawing.
Need to die cut feathers and send off. Okay. Looks like some of them are in a thing together.
Yep.
All right. So I've got that. I think I also want, I've got a little bit of this. Do I want that or do I not? Yeah, I think I want this because there's a little bit of that orangey tinge in the background, and this will help brighten. And this is some more of that fabric tape from Daiso.
I got that from fabric tape from Amazon one time.
Did ya?
Yeah, a whole bunch of it in polka dots.
Well, that's what this is, so could be the same stuff. You never know.
It was from Japan, so
yeah,
same situation
probably
as
same
Daiso.
vendor even. Yeah.
So now I'm going to start my negative painting, and I think I'm going to use a water brush, maybe. This is the one that has, come here. One of these has alcohol in it. This might be that one. Oh, it's that one. Strong, strong, strong. So I got some acrylic paint. I've got titanium white. I wanted Naples yellow too. Naples yellow and portrait pink. And I'm going to just go around my drawing here, kind of blending as I go. Different colors, not sure exactly what yet. But I'm going to take out the background, basically. And I don't want to completely obliterate it. I want some of the pattern to still be showing, but definitely to make these flowers that I have come forward. And the napkins have made a bit of texture going on here, so I have to kind of scrub a little bit. I like to do it with multiple colors instead of just one. I like to blend yellows to pinks, a little bit of white, so that it's more interesting visually. The background is, and I might even stencil a little bit into the background after it's all dry, maybe. Maybe.
Maybe.
Maybe.
I'm just playing with these. I die cut some flowers. So I'm just playing around with placement now. Figuring out where I want things to go. Don't want to obliterate everything after I work so hard on that background.
Yeah, you know, that's the thing. It's like, how much of it do you take out? I have these silly, I got these at the dollar store, baby wipes.
Yeah.
And they're weird.
Oh.
They're like I can't even describe it. They're just weird. Kind of almost like a Pellon or something.
Huh.
It's very strange. They don't feel like normal baby wipes at all.
Yeah, I think I've had something like that before. And they called
Yeah.
them baby wipes, and I thought, I don't know if I'd want to put that on my kid.
Yeah. It'll probably be okay on a kid, but they're not as, I mean, it almost feels like you could stick your finger through it,
Yeah.
and nobody wants to do that when they're cleaning their baby.
And I know why.
Ugh, that would just be gross. That's some grossness right there. So, kind of weird stuff.
Yeah. Don't want no stinking weird stuff.
No. I know I don't.
Trying to get these edges to stay down.
You can stab them.
I can stab them.
Yep. When all else fails, just stab it.
Well, sometimes they stick down. You know, everything else was sticking to this page. You think that these would stick down too. It's always like that, isn't it?
Especially when we're live. That's when it's really like that. I'm beginning to wonder if I'm going to be able to finish this.
How are we? Oh, yeah. I see what you're talking about now.
Yep, I'm going as fast as I can here, but
Well, this is kind of a big project. It's not ATCs, is it?
no.
Stay down there.
Okay, there's the lily. And over here.
This probably won't. Oh boy. Getting things wet again. Then I have to draw, and you know I'm going to kill a pen.
Yeah. I was making my ATC this morning and I killed a pin because I was in such a hurry to try to get that done so that I could move on to trying to think about what I was going to do for this. And I did not wait. I just jabbed my Posca pen right into some wet paint.
You guys hear that thunder? We're getting thunderstorms here.
I heard a rumbling noise, but I didn't know it was thunder.
That's what it is.
Thought maybe it was a truck.
Yeah, it's a big old thunderstorm clapping outside. Had a lot of rain lately.
We should be starting that soon. We have monsoon season coming.
Yeah.
I thoroughly enjoy monsoon season, actually. It's really fun. It's like it'll be hot, it'll be 100 degrees, and then it'll just swoop in, and it'll be this crazy pouring rain that's warm because, you know, it's hot.
Yeah.
And then it'll swoop back out again. Like 15 minutes later, it's gone.
Huh.
It's fun.
And then you're hot and steamy, right?
Yeah, get a little bit of the humidity that we're not used to. But it's fun anyway. We go out and dance in the rain.
Yeah. We always loved that. When we were kids, we did a lot of that.
Yep.
The neighbors would be hollering at us, "Get out of the street!" As the stuff is filling up the gutters, you know, it's like, oh,
Yeah,
this is fun.
it is. It's fun. But there's some laws about staying out of this stuff because people will think that they need to get somewhere and they'll drive through the middle of washed out something and get their car stuck. And if you do that, you have to pay for your own rescue.
I'm trying to catch up with the chat. They're talking about we're doing the ATCs a day, which is great. Pastels and charcoal. Yay, that's great, Fia. You cringe when I cover it all up? Yeah, I do cover it all up, don't I? Just trying to get it to stick down now. So, may not stick down through the show. I think I'm going to do a little dry time, Shel.
Okay. I'll come back over to my side then. I've almost got my background painted out. I'm realizing I'm running out of time, so I'm trying to hurry, but I got most of it painted out with these lighter colors, trying not to completely take out the pattern in the background, but still covering everything. This flower over here is giving me a little trouble because it's got spiky petals. Couple leaves. Probably going to come back in with some darker colors around the flowers, though, with a pencil probably next. And I feel like this is all interesting enough across here. Maybe my gray graphite Stabilo would be good. Maybe. Okay. Oh, on the screen you can really see it. For me, can't see it quite as well. Probably gonna need to dry this a little bit though, but probably I can start with my. So this is a graphite, a soft graphite pencil in the Stabilo All. Instead of being black, it's gray. So it's a little bit softer of an effect, which is nice.
It's looking really good, Shel.
Thanks. It looks better on the screen. I just looked up on the screen. I'm like, that looks good.
Yeah,
so
I'm using a pit pen, but I'm thinking it's probably not quite dark enough. This is a gray. I think maybe I need to go to a darker shade. I can lay my hands on one. I've been traveling again, so things are all over. There's a little bit darker gray. We'll try that. Just doing a little bit of the, oh, that one's pushed in. What on earth? Okay. Maybe not that one. What do I have in here?
I don't know. What do you have in there?
Well, I have this. I was going to do a little bit of doodling on these with some pens.
How about some white?
Well, I am using white right now.
Oh, I wasn't looking. I was just.
And I really need to find something to do the shadows with. So I will come up with something here.
I'm sure you will.
I'm so prepared.
When are we ever really? I mean, you know what I'm saying? We're just kind of wing it around here.
I certainly do. A lot of winging.
Yeah.
I set on
That's
a
the
winging
fun
prayer.
part. I think there's a song, but I can't think of the words right now. All I can think of is living on a prayer.
Well, you know, we have to have a song, right? Good grief.
Absolutely. If we don't sing, then how could this be our show? You know, this is working out pretty good. I'm liking this.
Well,
Go
I
away,
think it's
notification.
beautiful. Those bright colors.
Can't
You'll be getting a lot of views on that flower, huh?
I don't know. Maybe. I don't understand it. It's like, you know, I can't. It's always that juxtaposition between making what I want to make versus making what people want to see. You know, it's
Yeah.
like.
Well, and I never know what people want to see, so it's just I just go ahead and make it.
Yeah,
Right?
I like to make animals and stuff like that, and those things don't get as many views as flowers.
But you make such cool animals. I love your animals and your trees. You do cool trees. What was I looking at? I was looking at your ATC the other day that had a tree on it. I thought, oh, that's really cool.
I like trees and I like animals and I like to make those things.
Yeah, yeah.
People like flowers, apparently. And I'm thinking everybody does flowers. I want to do something different. So, yeah, it's weird. It's weird to if you ever go and look at your analytics.
It's kind of like flower season right now.
Yeah.
Because everything's in bloom. At least here, everything's in bloom. We're not on the other side of the equator.
Right.
So, I mean, this time of year, I post a lot of pictures of flowers from the garden because I like flowers. I like flowers.
I like flowers too. I'm not opposed to them. I'm just always like, you know, every single project can't be a flower. So
no, it can't.
So then what do you do?
Oh, I know what. I had some new pens. Where did I put them? I put them up so I would use the old ones first. That's what I did.
Probably not a terrible idea.
Haha. Give this a go. So, Ian's not here to say thumbs up. Yeah, well, I don't know where he is today. Shel made an owl. Yes, that was awesome.
Yes, I like owls. They're cute.
And the zebra. The zebra was cool too. Yes, I like it. Like it. See, we like your animals. You have an animal-based fan group here.
Danielle, need to tell all those other people. The ones who view the flowers must be the ones who don't subscribe.
Yeah, well, when I look at statistics, only about half of my views are from subscribers. The rest of them are other people. So who knows?
Yeah, mine's the last time I've actually been looking at analytics because of what happened to my channel.
Yes.
And needing to, try to ask people to give comments and things on my channel because of my rankings and whatever. So I was looking at that, and it's like 55% of the views of my videos are people who are not subscribed.
Yeah.
So it's 55-45. And I think to myself, but the ones who are interacting with me, the ones who I talk to through comments and whatever, are people who are subscribed. But then there's actually more views from people who are not subscribed. So how do you get them to subscribe? I don't know. I guess you hack their computer.
So you guys all are aware that Shel had some problems with her channel. So if you think you're subscribed, go in and check and make sure that you're subscribed, because
they wiped my subscribers out.
Yeah.
Completely. It was down to like just a few, and then they restored stuff, but the way that YouTube works, it's not necessarily fixed, because then now all the rankings that I had before are gone.
Yeah.
So
and it wasn't just Shel. There were a number of people that had issues. I mean, a lot
I think
of
I
us.
might have been the only art channel, but there was a lot of channels that had the same glitch that I did, which they did finally admit was an electronic problem. First, they tried to blame it on me, but then they did finally.
You said, I didn't do anything.
No, they told me they'd suspended my channel because I was spamming. I wasn't spamming.
No.
Anything ever. Never spammed in my life. So, you got to go back and forth and talk to them, and it's confusing and weird and hard to resolve when something like that happens.
Glad that you're back, because I was really concerned.
Yeah, I was too. Somebody messages me on Facebook and tells me my channel's gone.
Yeah.
I'm like, what? What do you mean my channel's gone? You freak out a little bit.
Yeah, I would freak.
All right, this is turning out better than I was expecting.
Thea said she had to sub again.
Yeah, a lot of people did. A lot of people left me a comment saying that they had to resubscribe.
Yeah. So we appreciate that. We appreciate you people that stick with us, because
it's
not always
like
easy.
Yeah. Some people who might be subscribers who have been busy lately might not know, that they've lost the subscription. Or like a couple people have said, oh, I was scrolling through videos and I saw a video from you and I did not get notified of that video. And that was the only way that they knew that anything was wrong, was because they saw something in the suggestion column that was from me that they had not gotten a notification for. So
do with that white pen there.
I think I'm going to add highlights now. So the question is, do I add highlights with colors or do I add a highlight with white? That's the question. I think I'm going to go for,
let's see,
some Posca.
I had to turn on notifications for your channel again. Yeah, I lost people too, Vicki. It was crazy. It was just crazy. I don't know. It just was one of those things that you don't know what's going on, and they don't really want to say, well, gee whiz, we really goobered up your channel, because you know.
Yeah, they'll never tell you.
But I appreciate everybody that's come back in and resubbed or done what needs to be done, because
yes, I do too. I think it has to do with something that they're changing a feature.
It's hard enough to build a channel.
Yeah. Do you think it has to do with they're changing that feature of the chat or whatever in the back? It's probably that.
Shel, that's looking really gorgeous.
Thank you.
I don't know if her sound is on.
Have you lost me again?
I'm not hearing anything from that end. Okay, Fia. It was good that you were here. We appreciate you. Maria says, that's awesome, Shel.
Can you hear me now?
Then you have to resubmit. Okay. See, it was just random. Who the heck knows? I don't know. Just didn't make a lot of sense. Didn't make a lot of sense to me anyway. All right, I had a quote someplace. Oh, here. Maybe I should do that. I should probably do that on some tissue paper before I ruin everything. Piece of tissue. And stamp this out. Because I really wanted to put this on this page. And I really wanted to put this butterfly on there too. So maybe I can stamp that out on tissue also. But what this says is, happiness is a sunbeam. Oh, come on. Happiness is a sunbeam which may pass through 1,000 blossoms without losing a particle of its original ray. Nay, when it strikes a kindred heart, like the converged light on a mirror, it reflects itself with redoubled brightness. It is not perfected till it is shared. And that's a quote from Porter. So I'm liking that. And then this butterfly, I want to do, let's see, what can I use? Some markers.
Can you hear me now?
These will work.
I guess.
We'll give them a try. These are those ones I got from China, the Hoo Hoo Hero marker. So I'm going to start with this orangish color.
Hello?
Here
Hello?
on the wing. And a little bit of this. And a little bit of the darker color out on the fringes.
Hello?
See if I can stamp with this marker. Not real well. Well, maybe I just need to make him start with the dark color first. And come back in with this one. See if I can blend it towards the middle then. That's
Can you hear me now?
better. Still don't have your sound, Shel. Hope
How
you're
about
not
now?
experiencing trouble.
Can you hear me?
No, I don't hear Shel. Do you hear Shel?
You can't hear me at all. Can anybody hear me?
I don't know what's going on with the sound. There. I just got a breath.
Oh, you hear me now?
Yeah.
I switched it to my camera microphone, which is not the best one, but I don't know what else to do.
Okay. Well, I don't know what happened there, but for a while there, I had no sound from you. Look at me. Holly says, look at me. Too cute. Okay, so I need a wet brush so I can tear this out.
So I'm adding in a little bit of color highlight using my Posca pins, which are an acrylic marker, but then blending with my water brush.
Okay.
So it works pretty good. So I'm just giving like a little hint of this greenish tealish color. And then I'm going to give a little hint of something to something and something to something.
Something to something?
Yeah. A little bit of this color in there. And it doesn't take out what's already there, but it just gives like a thin wash, just a suggestion of color to some of the petals that might be a little bit too dark or whatever, or just another layer of interestingness. These Posca pins are the ones called Naturals, which are actually a pastel set of Posca pins you can get off of Amazon. I don't know why they call it Naturals, but that's what it's called.
Just because?
Because they don't have a word for pastel, I guess. I don't know.
That could be.
You call them tints, I guess. Kind of like tints. That's fun. I like it. I'll put a little bit more of this orangey yellow color in the center. It just brings out something. I don't know what, but something. Get some of.
Gotta get my butterfly torn out here. There we go. And a little matte medium. Get that down. Yeah, like that. Maybe one more. Just a hint.
How are we doing on time? Are we done?
We got actually 10 minutes.
Okay, good.
How are you doing?
I can probably finish this mostly in 10 minutes.
Okay.
I think I'm going to might do a little bit of abstract stenciling in the background. So as soon as I'm done with these color highlights.
Oh, this does not want to tear well. There we go. I'm going to grab one other thing. I'll be right back.
Okay. So we can switch back over here. You can see how it's coming out, adding a little bit of yellow to this lily looking thing. And then probably a little bit
of course, I can't
something.
find what I'm looking for, so
Need this over here.
we just won't worry about it.
What's wrong? You can't find your thing you're looking for?
I couldn't find what I was looking for, so I'm not going to worry about it.
Nope, shouldn't worry about it. All right. I like that.
I think I want a pen. See if that's dry enough yet. Nope, better dry it.
Okay. Let's look for a stencil. Look for one that has flowers. Or I might just go with dots or something like that if I don't find what I want. That's too busy.
Yeah, you know, sometimes you have to just figure out something. It's only a page, right?
Yep. Might just go with Old Faithful Tim Holtz.
There you go.
This one is just like really kind of a favorite. And just add a little bit of texture into the background using this same Naples yellow that I had earlier. No, that might not be it. Might need like white or something. Maybe some white. Yeah, that's better.
If it makes you happy.
It does. What do you think?
I love it. Oh, there I go, killing a pen.
No murdering pins, Peg. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with this.
I like it. I like it a lot. I think we did our flower power thing today.
I think we did. Yep.
Thanks, Holly.
Yeah, let's see what people are saying.
Thanks, Laura.
Laura says she just painted her custom keeper.
Cool.
I haven't painted mine yet, but I got them in the mail.
Yeah, I got another one to do. I think I'm going to put some, what do they call it? So I'm going to put some canvas on it. I want to put some canvas on it.
Oh, that'll be cool.
So I'm thinking, I don't know, I probably shouldn't have done this, but I'm doing it anyway. Because I can, and then I made a mess there. Oh, well. All right, so.
Probably done.
Yeah, I think I am done too. I don't know if I can, get this shot any better. There it is.
Flower power.
So that's it from me for today.
I like it. And this is it for me. Little canvas. So I'm glad everybody was here. If you're watching in the replay, remember to give it a thumbs up and leave a comment. And even if you're watching right now, you can go do that, because that helps our channel grow when you do that, by allowing YouTube to suggest to other people that they should come and watch. And thanks for being here, those of you who are, and thanks for watching, those of you who watch in the replay. That's it for us.
Appreciate you. Thanks so much, guys. See you next time.